Yeah. We working, man. We back. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. We working. Yeah. Smash the like button. Yo, what up, Fight World? We're just getting set up. Okay. Yeah, we working, people. Let's get it, man. Arturo, what up? Young Gun TV, my dude. We working. TB Ego. Make sure y'all come in, smash the like button. YouTube, as usual, taking forever with the notifications. My day's going pretty good. I mean, actually, it's a little bit irritated. Joshua Wilder should be happening next. Yeah, we got to talk about it, man. We got a shooter in the building. Ego, you mad cute, no homo. That's creepy. Shout out to Kofi. These dudes be weirdos, man. I'm just here to talk some boxing. Can I do that? Kofi, what up? Hold on. Let me clear off this last little screen. Hold up. What's up? Y'all coming in now? Man, Team Joshua don't want the fight. I don't care. You guys, y'all could put the blame on whoever you want individually. Is that the whole team don't want the fight. Period. Period. Smash the like button. Y'all gotta smash the like button. We trying to get to work. Someone said Eddie Hearn is a bitch. Damn, y'all going ham. Listen. Oh my gosh. How many times have I told you guys what was to come? Man, see, this is the thing. People be playing all dumb. Like, oh, I thought they would fight next. I told you it wasn't going to happen next. Straight up told you. Man, listen, this is not really about Wilder. He wants to fight. I'm firm in that. Because he took a lowballed offer. I wouldn't have took no 15 million. I think he should have got more than that. And that's what they're saying is the price. So he clearly wants to fight. He's just like, fuck it. Okay, that's a career high payday. These dudes is playing, and now I'm gonna take it out on him. But 15 million, he should have got more than that. So he might fight Dominique Brazil is mandatory. They had that little altercation in the hotel. That seems likely. If not, I will fight Gerald Miller. If he don't fight Kubrat Pulev. You know what I mean? Joseph Parker and Dillian White are tied up, so fuck it. I was watching the last live and you do a new live. Man, because there's a lot to talk about. What's up, Ego? The truth of boxing, keeping it 100. Shout out to Juan Medellin. Yeah, man, we working. What's up, Justin? Man, this is crazy. And the thing is, the worst part about it is just be truthful. Just be like, yo, we don't want to fight next. We got our own itinerary, this and that. Like, we got our own thing going. Watching you as I drive on the freeway. Just be careful, be safe. But yeah, there's a lot of people listen to me while they're on their commutes and stuff, so I appreciate that. Right? Yeah, it's just like just be honest about the whole thing. Be honest about what it is. And look, Eddie Hearn posted that on Instagram. Boxingego's #1. Thank you guys. He posted that on his Instagram. And that's a picture of him and Anthony Joshua at the dinner table tonight. They just posted it. Let me see how long ago it was. He just posted it 2 hours ago. And it says making plans. And it's a picture of him at a dinner table or some shit. Everybody's dressed in all white. And it's Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, and the DAZN people. So rumor has it they're trying to put Joshua Povetkin on DAZN in the United States. So they're cutting the middleman out, Showtime, which has covered Joshua's whole career, like his whole career, and gave him a platform in America where people would know him, to go with this DAZN shit. Listen, I am not buying DAZN for Joshua Povetkin. I'm sorry. So if you guys want to buy it for me, like I promise you, I'm not spending my own money. So if somebody has the fight, they want me to come through, and you live in a certain proximity of me, or if you guys want to super chat and pay for me, I will. Listen, I guarantee you, I will not pay my own money for Joshua Povetkin on DAZN. I'm not paying for the stream. So if y'all want to pay the first month, y'all can do that if y'all want me to cover it. But if I can't find no one, then I'm not covering it. I'm not paying for that. Should have been Joshua Wilder. I would have paid all day for that fight. I ain't paying for no DAZN for that. You know what I mean? Knowing damn well the next fight. See, all this stuff is backfiring to me for Team Joshua. It really is. You're cutting Showtime out. I have a Showtime package on my cable. That's, you know what I mean? I always tell you guys about when I don't cover fights. I watch all the Showtime, all the HBO fights. I got ESPN. Yeah, I'm not paying for DAZN. See, this is how they're trying to look. This is how they're trying to corner the market. Showtime's been fucking with Joshua for all of it since he became a champion, all of his title defenses, you know what I mean, including Klitschko. And then now they're trying to cut Showtime out. And you know what I mean, that's whatever. You know what I mean, that's your relationship with Showtime, whatever. Now they're trying to charge the fan. Man, this is just terrible. This is just terrible, the chain of events. And then Eddie Hearn's talking about, oh yeah, we're making the best fights, and you have the nerve to talk about Al Heyman this year? Look what Al Heyman has given us. Broner versus Jesse Vargas. It was supposed to be Broner versus Omar Figueroa, another good fight. Jamal Charlo in an eliminator for Golovkin's belt, right? Gervonta Tank Davis fighting the former champion who moved up, right? Robert Easter Jr. versus Mikey Garcia. Badu Jack versus Adonis Stevenson. Gary Russell versus Joseph Jojo Diaz. That was a golden boy with Al Heyman, right? Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter is most likely. Danny Garcia versus Rios. And that's all on the regular Showtime network. The standard way of people. They're talking about Rios versus Victor Ortiz. They're talking about Berto versus Devin Alexander. Now you're trying to pay. You're gonna put this on this app, and you expect Americans to pay after you didn't give our American champion a fair negotiation. You didn't give him a fair pay or offer, and you think, yeah, man, I'm not paying for that. You got to do better. Like Aaliyah said, first you don't succeed, that's yourself for. I'm not paying for that. Like I said, if y'all want to pay for it, I'll cover it, but I'm not paying for it. George C says Showtime is $15 a month plus all the TV shows and movies. Way better. That's what I'm saying. You can watch Ray Donovan, or they have comedy specials. And I watched a Kobe Bryant documentary that was really good. It's called Muse. That was on Showtime. They got little original series and shit like that. And I don't have to watch it from my phone, because right now I don't know how the zone works, but I don't know how I'll get it off of my phone onto my computer or TV. You know what I'm saying? And I got a smart 4K TV and all that. So yeah, they did. This is bad. This is bad how everything's playing out. Not only are you not fighting the person that Americans, a lot of us, want to see you fight, our American champion, you're fighting a guy from Russia who has failed 2 drug tests, hasn't really fought anybody in the last couple of years, has a loss to a guy you beat in Klitschko, hasn't really had a signature win of somebody who's doing well in the division, like even a Dillian White or Dominic Breazeale when he was undefeated, or anybody like Gerald Miller or something like that, Luis Ortiz. Nobody like that. You fought David Price, who won 3 out of his last 6 fights and lost 3 out of his last 6 fights, all by knockout. And somehow that gave you the mandatory status to challenge for Joshua's belt. Meanwhile, when Luis Ortiz, somebody just stop me when I'm lying. That's all I want y'all to do. Stop me when I'm lying. Y'all stop me when I stop telling the truth, right? Meanwhile, Luis King Kong Ortiz got no looks when he was the WBA mandatory. And at one point, Matchroom had signed for a fight-by-fight basis Luis Ortiz, and he was under that moniker or brand or imprint or whatever you want to call it, right? You gave Luis Ortiz, when he was undefeated, no shine, no major fight. I think he fought Dave Allen or something with Matchroom, right? You gave him some BS fights. You didn't let him fight your champion, which would have been a good fight. Undefeated Luis Ortiz versus Joshua. Undefeated Luis Ortiz versus undefeated Wilder. You know what I mean? Wilder gave him the opportunity and then ended up stopping him. Now Luis Ortiz still can't get no major fights because your other fighter who was ordered to fight him, Dillian White, is now fighting Joseph Parker, which is more of a money fight than the better fight. I personally, at least to me, I would rather see Luis King Kong Ortiz versus Dillian White than Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker just came off a loss, but so did Luis Ortiz, but it's an interesting style mesh. If I would say Luis Ortiz giving Wilder a run for his money like that, he probably showed more variety than Joseph Parker did with AJ. Neither one of them really rose to the occasion in what the fight was supposed to be. You know what I mean? Wilder and Ortiz, at least, they both had to work in there. They both had to figure some shit out. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. Smash the like button because I know the haters are coming. The hate gonna come, but let's see who stands up to the hot seat. Antonio Mendoza, you sound like a sucker. You talking about don't matter, you will for sure get UK views. Well, I mean that's cool. If you don't want to capture the American market, which is much bigger than the UK, then fine. Don't get this money. You'll never be Conor McGregor. You know what I'm saying? Joshua will never get a Conor McGregor type paycheck if you don't come to America. Promise you that. So the UK is a great place. I lived there. I lived in England, all that. It's great. Great culture, great people, great food, great sights, real close to, you can get to Spain, Paris, all that shit. But you'll never be a breakout star like the Manny Pacquiao's and make the money he made with Floyd. You'll never be like Conor McGregor. All these other foreigners, Canelo, who came and set record setting live gates and paychecks and shit, not fighting in America. So you can see, a lot of boxing fans, they be on that sucker shit. We sucker ducking. 2018. You vouching for sucker shit. That's crazy. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter because they'll get UK views. Okay, well if you want to be relegated to a UK only fighter because you're from there, that's cool. Lennox Lewis didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? David Tua came from New Zealand. He didn't do that. You know, all these other guys made a name. So like, who wants to be relegated to any one area? Like, I love the Bay Area. I always throw up that West Side. I put that Bay Area on my back. You know what I mean? But I don't want to be known as a Bay Area blogger. I'm not no fucking Bay Area blogger. I'm a blogger. You know what I'm saying? I'm a vlogger for everybody, for the world. Like, what you talking about? Why would I want to be just known as a Bay Area vlogger? Like, oh yeah, ego, put it down for the Bay. That's the problem with a lot of you. A lot of you guys, you got that crabs in a bucket type mentality, and you guys think small-minded. I think of grander and greater things. I'm on some great Gatsby shit. I don't want to be, when it's all said and done, I don't want to be remembered as the YouTuber from the Bay only. You know, oh, he was very good for Bay standards. I don't want to be the Bay Area blogger. You know what I mean? No matter how much I love the Bay. I love the Bay. I always get back to the Bay. You know what I mean? Because they taught me the game. But I don't want to be known for just, I cover fights on the East Coast. I cover fights other parts of the West Coast. Down south in Cali. You know what I mean? Southern California. Vegas. Omaha. Cincinnati. I don't want to be just relegated to one region because that's where I'm from. That's whack. You know what I mean? Oh, at least you'll get some UK views. You guys, a lot of y'all are small-minded, like I said. So, just in life in general, I'm trying to drop some gems for y'all. Keep thinking small-minded. And that's where you'll stay. You'll always reach that plateau. I don't have no plateau. I could go as high as I want, God willing, because my mind is open, wide open, sunroof, just wide open. I'm open to new things, new experiences, all that. So, yeah, I ain't buying no DAZN for this fight. Straight up. And please print that. I don't care who. You can show Eddie Hearn this video, Anthony Josh, you can, whoever you want. I, ego, am not buying that DAZN for this because I see the move. First of all, you're not fighting the person. I'm a fan. Before this report shit, I've always been a fan of boxing. That don't change. Your love of the game never changed. Remember Paid in Full? Remember Paid in Full? What the fuck? Remember Paid in Full where Mekhi Phifer, he was like, man, I love this shit. I love the hustle. I love the game. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I just love this game. Hey, did somebody block Bug Eye Ego? Okay. Get him the fuck out of here. Do I have any shooters in the building? Anybody? Yeah. Hold on. Hold on, I don't want to hit the wrong person. Bye-bye. Get this motherfucker out of here. What the fuck? He won't. It didn't work? Hold on. Hey, this shit is tripping. No, it's cool, Ron. I got him. I clapped him. How you use someone's name to call him a cool man? It don't matter what he talking about. See, but listen, the thing is, you can call me a coon. I don't give a fuck what you talking about because nobody believes you. Because I stand for something. Anyway, we back to this money. Shout out to Brian Evans, $5 super chat, money gang. See, this is why it doesn't make sense with all the hate. Every time you hate, people donate. Y'all notice that? Bars. Every time you hate, they donate. So we working on the movement. We trying to build, and you hating and getting blocked like a dumbass and got to keep coming back. How much you get paid for all that? Goose egg. But shout out to Brian Evans, $5 super chat. Wilder should fight Tyson Fury. After he beat him, he can request more money next time. That's a good plan. That's a good plan. But I mean, realistically, the UK looking shaky right now. I know Tyson Fury, he talks the talk, but does he really want to fight Wilder this year? Like, you know what I mean? After just fighting Safari, I don't know. You got to ask Tyson Fury that. So I'm not sure. I don't know if he really wants to. I don't know if he would really want to fight Wilder like that. Because he already admitted Wilder, he said himself Wilder is better than AJ. And he would pick Wilder to knock out AJ. And see, the walls are closing in once again, just like the Triple G shit. I told you what he was going to decide. He was going to, somehow, some way, he was going to end up fighting Canelo. Because he doesn't want to fight them lions and wolves for less money. Period. Right? Shout out to Marty Rodriguez, $2 super chat. I appreciate you, Shmoney Gang. It just say ego. Gang, gang. Thank you. Right? So, the walls are closing in. People see what it is. People see the reality of these situations. That's it. That's it. Point blank, period. Ego, I'm not trying to hate or anything, but why didn't Wilder sign the contract after the revision, bro? Bro, you guys, a lot of you guys keep coming with this. You haven't really been following it like Ego's army's been following it, right? Don't be a sheep. Go read what people are saying. Listen to what everyone is saying, and then you'll have the answer. You'll have the answer. They had two small adjustments or a few small adjustments that they need clarified. That's not a big deal. That happens in a contract. For one, they're saying, Shelly Finkel, I think, said that there was no date and venue. There was no, like, hey, we're fighting you next, nobody in between. So, isn't that pertinent information that you would need to know? How are you going to sign? You know, and it's funny, it's the games that are being played because it's like two kids arguing when both people are being childish. Like, let's say one kid does something childish, the other person does something childish back. You know what I mean? And that's what we're getting to see. Like, Eddie Hearn's team said, "Oh, why would we sign a contract if we haven't seen the contract and we don't know all the details? That they might try to have us wear a pink underwear." Okay, so if that's how you feel, then why would you send Wilder a contract with no date, no venue? You don't know where it's at. You know what I mean? Why would you expect him to do something that you wouldn't do? So, you know what I mean? Games. You're not going to provide him the information that you feel you would have needed to make your decision. You see what I'm saying? And then you're going to claim that you want it. Bro, I'm not arguing with you. This stream has nothing to do with you. This is about boxing. Go to somebody else's channel. If you want a buddy, a pen pal, I don't know. He said, "Oh, I know, but it took 4 weeks. I know Wilder verbally agreed, but why didn't he sign?" Because why would you sign? I just told you. Do you understand what the fuck I'm saying? I said, according to Wilder's side, Shelly Finkel and Deontay Wilder, they had a few small minor issues. Why would he sign the contract if they had a few small minor issues? I.e., what is the venue? Where is it going to be? What place? What time? Why would he sign if he didn't have that? Even Eddie Hearn himself said, "Oh, why should we sign?" They just wanted you to agree to the principle of that you were good with the 50 mil, 50%, and from September to December. You know what I mean? And then if you even agree to that, then you can get to the next stage. Wilder accepted the basis of the deal, like in terms of the money, which is usually the hardest part. It's that simple. It's not that really that hard to understand. if he had a few other questions that he need clarified. And from Wilder, I seen the beginning of 78. Shout out to him. He did an interview with what's the name, Wilder, and he was saying in the interview, I caught some of it while I was driving. He's saying they were playing games like there was no date and time, and like they're acting like they're getting back to us, and they would take a couple days to get back to us, shit like that. Which sounds accurate because IFL has an interview with Eddie Hearn. He was like, "Oh, they'll get the contract either today or by the latest tomorrow, close of business." And then all of a sudden, all the news articles were reporting that they got the contract. Shelly Finkel was saying he got the contract, but it was like 3 days after the date he said would be the latest. You feel what I'm saying? So it was clear they didn't want the fight. Point blank, period. Hey, block Are You Mad, Blood? Block him. Just block him. Ron Finkley, Kennedy Leonard, Are You Mad, Blood? I don't have time to do it. Go watch Tim Westwood or some shit. Get the fuck out my chat. Thank you. He's like, why you hate us UK guys? Man, y'all dudes like that, y'all sound real soft like. It had nothing to do with hating UK. Like, see, this is how sensitive and soft some of these man fans are. No, why do you hate on us UK? You don't hear me. I'm not saying anything about Tyson Fury. I've never said anything like this about Josh Kelly, Anthony Yard, Tony Bellew. You know what I mean? He's from Liverpool, right? That's the UK, right? You know, Lennox Lewis. But it's like, why do you hate us UK guys? I don't hate UK guys, right? Because if I hated UK, see how soft they are? These people, I'm talking about the man fans. This is how soft the man fans are. They keep, why do you hate us UK guys? No, I'm not saying anything bad about UK guys. I'm saying something bad about this particular UK guy and this particular situation. You know what I'm saying? And he talking about, why do you hate us UK brothers? Like, you sound real soft, bro. I ain't say nothing about Anthony Yard. I ain't say nothing about Lee Selby, the Welsh Mayweather, and all these motherfuckers. Liam. I ain't say nothing about none of them. You know, why you get banging and all that? I'm not saying nothing about them. I didn't say nothing about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury. It has something to do with this particular situation. Stop. Y'all try to create an issue. See, they want to create a gap. But the reality is the real recognize real. I used to live in the UK. I got love for the UK. I got a lot of fans in the UK. I know because I check my demographics in the YouTube analytics. It tells you. So I get love in the UK. People will say, hey, when you coming to the UK? So don't try to, this is what they try to do. They try to create attention. They're hoping and praying that I slip up and say something bad about the UK so they can use that. But I'm not, because I don't have an issue. This ain't, the me and Biggie situation is smaller than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no issue with the UK. These dudes, oh, why do you hate us guys from the UK? No, I hate you. I don't hate guys from you. I hate you. You particularly. But that's what they want to create turmoil. This ain't a USA versus UK thing like that. The me and Biggie situation is smaller than that. You see, when I first came out, I was just talking about Biggie. You see, everybody had to open their mouth with the motherfucking opinion. So this is how we gonna do it. It's not about US, UK. It's not about East or West. It's about simple power, money, rotters, and punks. Like, what are y'all talking about? Why do you hate us guys from the UK, ego? I don't hate the UK. I'm coming to get some fish and chips. Why you censor yourself, ego? Because I'm a young pharaoh and I do what I want when I want. That's why. Listen. Fuck all the bullshit. Y'all want me to get to the nitty gritty? Y'all want me to get to the nitty gritty? I got a question. Y'all gonna help me answer these questions? Y'all gonna help me? I got some questions. Y'all gonna help me? Listen. Say when. Say when. Say when. All right, look. Question. Since when does the WBA put people on 24-hour notice where they have 24 hours to comply or sign that nobody knew about, or they're going to get stripped if they don't fight a person? No purse bid, no early warning, just 24 hours. You have 24 hours to surrender, 24 hours to fight. When has that ever been a thing? From any sanctioning body. You name a time where the WBC says, Canelo, you got to fight Golovkin in 24 hours. You got to agree. And if you don't, we stripping you. When does that ever happen with any of the sanctioning bodies? I never heard of that ever in boxing. Great point. Second of all, you got to look at the timing. Why would the see, this why, to me, I really feel like someone got paid. Somebody got paid some under the table shit or some corrupt shit or what, because this is the only thing that makes sense to me. If you got paid some additional money or something to make a fucked up call like that, right? Here's why. Because what sanctioning body would not want to be a part of the biggest fight in boxing, which to me is Joshua Wilder? You know what I mean? Because your belt will still be on the line and you will get a lot of money. You feel me? You get a lot of money. So if you stand down and don't call for that, you would make a shit ton of money with the Joshua Wilder, because they'd have to pay sanctioning fee and your belt would be associated with a bigger fee, with a bigger fight, excuse me. Right? So when does this ever happen with any sanctioning body where they just out of nowhere? Two, look at the who would want it. Why would you not want to be involved in an even bigger fight? Why would you not want your belt involved in the bigger fight? Like if I was gonna, that's like someone saying, hey, you could sponsor the Super Bowl 52, or you could sponsor this Pee Wee football league or this high school football league. Like, and if I'm doing it for like in terms of profit, exposure, stuff like that, then of course I'm gonna have my brand affiliated with the Super Bowl, because that's a bigger event than some local military base playing flag football or some shit. I would want my event like synonymous with the bigger event, the Super Bowl, as opposed to this little league some people created where they're playing flag football. It's common sense for business. I am here again. Block them again. You're here again. Shooters, block them again. Thank you. They keep coming back. They're like malignant moles and shit. So, when does that happen? Why would you not want your belt linked or synonymous with the bigger fight? 3, here's another question that I have. Here's another question I have. Hold on, I gotta respond to this text. Make sure y'all smash the like button. The timing. Look at the timing of it. Why would... Okay, I understand being in the dark for the 4 weeks. See, everyone keeps saying, listen, you got to listen to what people say. I listen. I study. I look at both sides. And then I make my thoughts. I get the 4 weeks. Let's say it took a long time, right? If that's what you're going to argue. 4 weeks. So those whole 4 weeks where everybody was in mystery, will they get back to Team Joshua? Will they sign? Are they going to accept the counter offer from Eddie Hearn and Team Joshua? That whole 4 weeks, the WBA was just like, let's be patient. We're not going to pull the trigger. We're not going to enforce this brand new 24-hour deadline that no one has ever seen. The day after, Wilder's co-manager to a fight, you know there was 2 fights being negotiated or potentially negotiated. Joshua Wilder, Joshua Povetkin. The WBA has to have known that because I knew about that, and it's not even my belt, right? The day after, Shelly Finkel says, "Yo, I'm gonna send him a contract back on Friday." So basically, we get to wrap this up. That's when the WBA decides it's the best timing to pull the trigger, get impatient, and say, "Yo, we need to know right now. You got 24 hours." Come on. Like, if see, some of y'all ain't from the hood, so you'll never understand this. It's just like, you ever see, like, even on movies or in real life, and so-and-so gets robbed, and then it's all too perfect. Like, how did the robbers know that the person would have, like, even the XX Tentacion shit, right? Rest in peace to that young man. XX Tentacion. If you look at it, the circumstances sound like a setup, because how did the bad guys know that he was gonna have a fucking Louis Vuitton duffel bag full of money, purchasing a motorcycle, have it on him, be by himself or with one person, nobody got a strap on them, right? And then you were in a motorcycle shop, and allegedly they said that the killer or the supposed killer was in the motorcycle shop at the same time. It just seems all too convenient. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody got the drop on him and knew he would have that on him. You feel me? Because you don't, like, if I just seen a celebrity, how would I know what they got in the trunk or what they got in the back seat or how much money they got? Because you do all that in broad daylight. You know what I'm saying? You did all of that in broad daylight. What if he only had $100 on him? You know what I'm saying? You're going to kill that man for $100? Like, so to me, it sounds like there's more to that story. Like, someone's like, "Oh, X is here. He got some money on him." And then they you know what I mean? People do crimes of passion, crimes of opportunity. That sounds like a crime of opportunity. Maybe the guys had something against him personally, plus they knew he was going to have some money on him. So it was like, "Oh, let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone." You know what I'm saying? It just sounds too convenient. You know, and I've seen other shit like that, movies and stuff like that, where it's like everything is perfect. Everything is perfect. It perfectly set up. Like, the one time, like, even the Tupac shooting. When Tupac, I watched this documentary on the Tupac shooting in Vegas. And that one particular day, the bodyguards, and a lot of them end up dead. Shout out to Frank Alexander. Frankie! Right, Frank Alexander and the other dude, the dark-skinned bald dude. But they were saying some real shit. The bald black dude, I forgot his name off the top of my head, but he was saying that they had walkie-talkies, the Death Row records. He said after Tupac got shot, someone got on the radio and was like, "I got him." And he was like, "What the fuck was that?" And they're like, "Don't be talking like that on the radio." And then somebody like checked him, like, don't say that over this open radio. But so that's suspect. The other thing that's really suspect is Death Row all had armed bodyguards. You know what I mean? Like Frank Alexander and all them. They were armed bodyguards. That particular night that Tupac got shot in Las Vegas, I watched this whole documentary. That particular night, the head of security, what the fuck is that name? Reggie? I think his name is Reggie. Reggie Wright. Reginald Wright. He told the whole security, he told the whole security team to not bring their weapons. So the night that Tupac is faithfully shot is the one night that the security detail is not able to bring their weapons. That's pretty convenient. You know what I mean? All too convenient. So a lot of people feel like the security team and the cops, different people, had something to do with the setup. You know what I mean? It's just all really convenient. And then the one person that refused to give up his gun, the bald black dude, he died too in a fire or something. But they sent him to the club where he wasn't in the entourage of the carcade or whatever of people that were with Tupac, and he's the one that refused to give up his gun. So, you know what I mean? That sounds suspect. Same thing with this WBA shit. First time ever that anyone can remember the sanctioning body saying, "Yo, you got 24 hours to decide." You know what I'm saying? And truth be told, excuse me, Golovkin just got stripped of it. I mean, I'm just saying, if you really want to be about it, Golovkin got stripped of his belt in order to fight Canelo. Fact. He got stripped of his belt. He got stripped of his belt just to fight Canelo. Because if he didn't fight Canelo, he would have had to fight Derevyanchenko. You know what I mean? So if Joshua makes enough money where belt doesn't necessarily define him, one belt particularly. So even if they said, you know what, we're giving Wilder an extra, we giving him an extra, we want this money fight, right? See, this is why they can't beat new media. You know, you gonna do what you gonna do with us. If you want to strip us, then you gotta strip us. If you gonna strip us for trying to fight the best available person in the division with the only other belt that we need, then fuck it. You know, that's something that Eddie Hearn and Team Joshua have not addressed and will not address. They're supposed to do an IFL TV. Let's see if they get asked this tomorrow. Once again, why not take the Golovkin route? Golovkin got stripped, which is not necessarily the best look, but it's different in Golovkin's situation than here, because nobody's gonna say that Anthony Joshua is scared of Povetkin to fight a fucking Wilder, because Wilder is bigger and he's stronger with more power, and he's had more impressive recent performances. So AJ, even if the WBA stripped him in that way because they wanted to rush him and then took his belt, nobody's gonna really be like, oh, AJ ducked Povetkin. You might have a couple people here and there that say some dumb shit like that, but you don't duck Povetkin to fight Wilder. Wilder's taller than Povetkin by 3 inches, and he has more power than Povetkin, and he's harder style to tame. We've already seen Povetkin get not knocked out, but knocked down and beat by Klitschko. We never seen Wilder get knocked down and beat by somebody. So if AJ, I'm just saying this is a little bit extreme, but if he really wanted the job, like really and truly, and like I said, let's see if Eddie Hearn responds to this in his interview tomorrow. If he really and truly wanted to fight Wilder, then Joshua makes enough money. You won't have to pay a sanctioning fee. So, you know what I mean? He could be like, you know what, fuck it, take the belt. I mean, Canelo got rid of belts because he don't need a belt per se. He making money. So he got rid of his WBC belt. Like, fuck this. I'm not going to be forced. Well, fuck what you talking about. Right? And then he did his own thing. Sold 51,000 in Texas with Liam Smith. So, I mean, if Joshua's team really, you wouldn't even let the WBA stop you. If you really wanted to fight, fuck them. If they want to take the belt and be like piddly and take your belt because you're trying to have a unification in a bigger fight, you're not going to be like, oh, the WBA, they're hounding us. They're pressuring us, they're calling every day. So we have to do it. Like, why is it not an option to lose the belt? We know Joshua's good with or without a belt. So if you really want to be extreme with things, he can get that belt stripped. He could get and then the bad guys would be the WBA. Like, that you would be the WBA, because instead of this being an undisputed title fight, you would be the only sanctioning body whose belt is not on the line because you chose to strip Joshua. Put the pressure on them. That would make them look bad. That would make the WBA look terrible. Like, you robbing the fans of an undisputed unification because you wanted to strip him because you didn't want to wait a couple extra days. See, I got too much facts and too much logic for y'all. The WBA would look silly. Like, Joshua earned the belt, the WBA belt. He earned it in the fight with Klitschko or whoever, right? He earned the belt. And you gonna strip him. You, like, if you do it, you know what I mean? I like, call someone's bluff. I'd be like, strip me. You'll be the one that makes it look bad because Joshua had all these other belts. Wilder was the only missing link. And then you're going to be the only one not represented in Joshua Wilder because you stripped me of this fucking belt. But the bottom line is Team Joshua is okay with it. They don't fear being stripped because they already had a deal with Povetkin. Eddie Hearn told you this a while ago. Oh, Team Povetkin's already on board. So that's why you guys got to be able to look. I ain't heard one person rebuttal what I'm saying. The WBA would be the one look silly. You're gonna take something that man Joshua earned and not be a part of the biggest heavyweight fight since Muhammad Ali. I mean, not Muhammad Ali, but Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, and them was fighting. You gonna do that just to not give him a couple other days? You don't want, so you rather Povetkin fight. Hold on, see y'all fucking with it now. Listen, see y'all got me in the zone. I'm on it right now. I'm on that ass. Pause. I'm on the ass like a diaper. Let's get it. Hold on. Okay. Listen. Alexander Povetkin's rated number 1 and Fres Oquendo is rated number 2. So, you mean to tell me the WBA would really strip Anthony Joshua of the belt, and then they would enforce Alexander Povetkin versus Fres Oquendo? That sounds like some shit at Baja Fresh. Fres Oquendo? The fuck is... Really? Really? So they'd be like, oh, rules are rules. Povetkin and Fres Oquendo, we don't want to be a part of Joshua Wilder. Unbelievable. Motherfucker, Fres Oquendo. Really? Shit sound like something at Chipotle. Like, yeah, can I get that barbacoa with the a little bit of that Fres Oquendo? Yeah, a little more Fres Oquendo in the pico de gallo. I need some pico de gallo on that Fres Oquendo. Mira, papi, I need that. Mira, aquí. Could I have some queso? A little more of that, the barbacoa? And that, can I get some Fres Oquendo? Fucking Fres Oquendo, like, come on, bro. Yeah, could I get the double chicken? A little barbacoa? The cilantro lime, right? I need some Fres Oquendo on that too. Like, oh my gosh. That shit, man, I want some Mexican food. That shit sound good as fuck. Man, I want the super burrito with that Fres Oquendo. I need that Fres Oquendo. Come on, bro. Fres Oquendo. Man, I'm the king of live streams. Okay. No, I know someone that knows Fres. He's cool. I heard he's a cool dude, like real cool. But I'm just saying, I'm just proving the point. So you mean to tell me that the WBA would rather not partake in Joshua Wilder just to enforce their own rules, right? Think about how many rules like the WBC and exceptions and things that they've done for Canelo, because they want Canelo in their favor. He's big money. He's big boxing. Fucking Canelo was failing drug tests, 2 of them, and the WBC was like, motherfucker's innocent. What's the name? Suleiman was like, Jigga Kelly not guilty. Jigga Kelly not, you know what I mean? WBC, because it's business. So I feel like something had to happen, because WBC was all about helping, and Canelo was talking shit to the WBC just a year ago. I was born right. I don't want that belt. You know what I mean? But now Canelo and them, they buried the hatchet. So I doubt the WBA if it came down to it. So it sounds like they got paid off or some shit. I don't know. You know? Y'all getting this fucking work, man. Which ain't even work to me, so it's easy to misinterpret it at first. Because when I speak, it's tongue-in-cheek. I yank my fucking teeth or I bite my tongue. I slice my gum. Oh my gosh. Get struck by lightning twice at once. Then die, then come back as Vanilla Ice's son. Then walk around the rest of my life, spit on and kicked and hit with shit every time I sung, like R. Kelly whenever Bump and Grind comes on. Oh my gosh. Y'all getting bodied today. I guess that's what y'all was waiting for, huh? Oh my gosh. Y'all want me to keep going? Y'all want me to keep going? Say when. WBA, y'all gonna get this work. Y'all want me to keep going? Can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I need that hell yeah in the comment section. If y'all want me to keep going, we gotta keep this. We gotta keep this going, man. And another thing that makes it sound weird is AJ's not coming out. He ain't really speaking on nothing. So you already know what's up. Why he ain't saying that? Why is Eddie Hearn the mouthpiece? Why doesn't AJ be like, it's mad, I want to fight him? You know, he just, fuck it. I'll just sit back and let everyone else speak. Why he not saying nothing? Why AJ not had nothing to say about all of this? He do an interview once he be on dirt bikes and shit and in Dubai and shit. Why you had nothing to say? Why don't you do an interview? You know, instead of one interview every couple months and then be like, stay hungry, my friend. No. You say something. What's your thoughts on it? That's what I want to hear. I ain't buying DAZN. Unless y'all can buy it for me. I promise you. I don't make promises that I don't plan on keeping. I promise you, if y'all don't buy DAZN for me for that month, I'm not covering the fight. If I can't listen, I ain't covering it. I'm a consumer. You gonna not give me the fight I want. Not give the American fighter a champion who ain't never failed a drug test. But then you gonna get a fighter from Russia who hasn't even really had any recent sensational wins, right? Over any guys with momentum, like I said, Dillian White or anybody, right? And then on top of that, you taking it off of Showtime, which I have, HBO, which I have. You could have did a deal with HBO or Showtime, but then you're gonna put it on an app that I don't have, that's not available. Man, stop it. I ain't paying. Y'all can pay. Shout out to Rashid Mohammed, $5 super chat. Keep hitting them left hooks, making them slobber like Wilder did Ortiz. We just doing the light work, just a little dribble. All right, I'm gonna keep going. I don't need no beat for this. I'm gonna do my live streams like battle raps. I'm gonna do this one a cappella. Cut the beat. Hey, cut my time. Cut my time. Y'all want me to do this one a cappella? I cut the beat, cut my time. If y'all want this work, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I need complete silence. Shh. Hold up. We're going to do it like a battle rap. No beat. Y'all got to motivate me. Hell yeah. Let's go. Somebody explain this point. Shout out to Sir47, $5 super chat. Keep up the good work, Ego. Eddie ain't even slick with it, but it ain't hard to fool a man fan. AJ soft as baby doo-doo. Damn, y'all going in. Shout out to y'all for these super chats. I might get DAZN because I'm getting some super chats today. Listen, let me say this point. All right, look. The WBA, Keith Thurman is a champion. Right? This motherfucker Keith Thurman fought one time in like the last 18 years. Right? He's been hurt 610 times as a WBA champion. So with that level of inactivity, getting in car wrecks, moped accidents, getting married, hurting his pinky, he shot me in my pinky toe, all this stuff. His elbow's fucked up, tennis elbow or whatever happened. The WBA has never put him on a 24-hour timer and said, yo, you got to fight the number one rated welterweight or else 24 hours or else we finna strip you. So Keith Thurman as a champion, he just had to give up his WBC belt because he was stalling out the division where Sean Porter's, Danny Garcia's, they want to fight him, but they're unable to because he's hurt, because he's getting married, because he's on a honeymoon. Hold on. They gonna get this work. I told you we doing this like a battle rap. Hold on. Shh. They gonna get this work. Listen. Keith Thurman been on Married with Children. He been on honeymoons, tennis elbow, injured. He got an fender bender. He got in a moped accident, a motorcycle accident. He fell out of a bumper car. And the WBA ain't never, correct me when I'm wrong, ain't never put him on a 24-hour timer where it was fight your mandatory or we gonna strip you. Joshua's been a respected champ. He's been active. Povetkin ain't really fought nobody recently. And you know that there's a marquee mega fight between Joshua and Wilder. Hold on. I said there's a marquee fight between Joshua and Wilder. Things could get a little bit wilder, right? And that's the fight you choose to cock block. So I pop shots, have you breaking, pop lock. Oh my, bars, hold on. So that's the fight you choose to cock block. After Shelly Finkel said you have a contract by Friday, he ain't talk about Ice Cube, but he said you have the contract by Friday. Frank Sinatra, Do It My Way. Flying Through the Highway. Oh my God, hold on, bars. Let's get it. So you could have had the contract by Friday and you chose to jump in the cock block. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. Someone explain that. Someone explain it. How is it that Keith Thurman has been able to maintain it? Like, he's been able to keep his belt as a WBA champion, and he hasn't been able to fulfill his duties because he's hurt, right? Keith Thurman is one time. He said it was because it was KOs for life, but he's one time because he's fighting one time. One time, one crime. I kill y'all with one line. Like Nas, all I need is one mic. Psych. Listen. Explain that. How is Keith Thurman able to keep his belt? But then Joshua, who's been a respected champion, he's making money, paying his dues, his sanctioning fees, fought Klitschko for the belt. He's fighting frequently because since then he fought, I think, the IBF mandatory, and it was supposed to be Kubrat Pulev. He pulled out. I said Pulev pulled out, right? Pulev pulled out. Then he fought Carlos Takam. Then he unified with Joseph Park. But that's the guy you choose to threaten. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't Keith Thurman fight that boy Swift, DSG, Danny Garcia, last year in a unification? I said, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he fight that boy Swift, Danny Garcia, DSG, in a unification? Right? Y'all tell me. That if I'm not mistaken, didn't he fight that boy DSG, Danny Swift, Garcia, in a unification last March? So why he didn't get stripped? Danny Garcia wasn't a WBA mandatory, but it was a unification. Just like Wilder and Joshua would have been a unification. See, what they're trying to do is confiscate all this information, this new media shit. I'm like an Expedia trip. Oh my God. Bar, let me stop. Oh my gosh. I said new media shit. I'm flying like an Expedia trip. Y'all make this make sense. Y'all make it make sense for me. Okay. So why isn't Keith Thurman? Why he ain't get stripped? He did a unification with Danny Garcia. He said he's speeding in the whip like an Expedia trip. That's that new media shit. Oh my gosh. I don't even be freeing like that. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. Oh my god, y'all going ham in the comment section. Make it make sense. But at the end of the day, Deontay Wilder, he's the bronze bomber. He believe in karma. And he arm you. He bomb you. Something like Osama. I've been Laden. I've been hot. Oh my gosh. Bin Laden, I've been hiding inside of a cave. Joshua, he acting like the mind inside of a slave. Django, the D is silent. I mean, your bit D is silent. Oh my gosh. Y'all don't want. Oh my god, y'all don't want these. I said slave like Django, but the D is silent. I'm inside of your bitch. The D insider. I'm a B insider. Like an insider. I got all the information. I'm contemplating. They confiscating. They hating on the unification. Let's go, man. Let's get it. Make this make sense. I said Django, the D is silent. I'm with your bitch. I put the D insider. I'm like an insider with all the information. They confiscating and hating on the unification. Make this make sense. Bars. Let's go. See, y'all can't even make sense. Y'all can't make this sense. AJ was trying to fight. Oh my god. Please stop. Cut the beat off. Hold on. We got to cut the beat off one more time. Eddie Hearn said AJ was trying to fight Gerald Miller in the Barclays. Gerald Miller, Barclays with AJ. Back in the heyday, it wasn't even about a payday, but now it's A-side. Oh my, let me stop, man. I'm about to give you all these bars. And I don't even be freeing like that, but I got a couple bars. I just, man, let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop one time. I said back in the day wasn't about a payday. Back in the heyday wasn't about a payday. Now you see A-side, B-side this like AJ. Marcus Lockyer, now it's AJ and all they want to say, fuck your payday. Hey, y'all putting bars in there? Fuck it, we gonna do it like a battle rap, man. It's whatever. It's whatever, man. Hold on, we need to put a beat on. We should put a beat on? I sound like Freeway. Put a beat on. Hold on. Let's see what kind of beats they got. Whoa! Oh! You heard? Hey, yo, man. Hey. Y'all got me hyped. Hold on. Y'all about to get me in my zone. Let me stop. This beat was so hard. Y'all know the beats. That's hella funny. Man, I ain't even trying to spit. I just want to get to the bottom of this boxing shit. I ride like a bike so they can't handle me. WBA, we be about Anthony. That's what it stands for. We be about Anthony. That's Joshua. You want to fight Wilder, but nothing's stopping you. Let me stop, man. Let's get it. I said I ride like a bike, but they can't handle me. WBA, that stands for We Be About Anthony. Bars. Let's get it, man. Man, that's why we just having fun with it. I am fed up with the bullshit. It's pointless. Like, just be what it is. Just say what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't gonna fight him, you want to fight Pavek, just be like that. But they pointing the finger at the other side. You know, they're like, oh, it's Wilder's the one that's caught. Whatever. And then, see, this is the thing. That's a good point. Octavia 72. People, this is the thing with the man fans. They glaze over certain points that they know makes too much sense, and then they'll focus on something so stupid and minuscule. They'll be like, why did it take Wilder 4 whole weeks to sign the contract? Right? That's your whole basis. But you're not like, why did Anthony Johnson turn down $50 million? So you don't care why he didn't turn down $50 million, which is unheard of in the heavyweight history. Nobody has been offered that type of guarantee in heavyweight history. So you don't have any answer for that. So you won't even bring it up. You just act like that never even happened. But your biggest question is, why does it take 4 weeks to accept a shitty deal of $15 million flat? You know, they probably have to mull it over to determine, like, hey, is this really the best decision? We can get more money, blah, blah, blah. We have different points in the contract that don't make sense. You know what I mean? So that makes more sense to me than turning down $50 million. Stop it. Breon Thomas said, I'll fight anybody for $50 million. That's what I'm saying. I'll fight fucking... I don't even know. I was about to say I'll fight anybody for that. Fuck around, fight death for $50 million. Final Destination, my shit. I'll get jumped for $50 million. That's what I'm saying. I'll fight Mr. Tina's Prime for 50. He be like, hey, fool, I heard Ego making them jokes. No, you didn't. Okay, maybe I didn't. Beat up the fool that told me them lies. Man, I'll fight all the Tysons. I'll fight all the Tysons for Tyson Fury, Mike Tyson, Tyson's chicken strips. Remember them chicken patties and chicken strips from Tyson? I'll fight all them fucking Tysons. Every Tyson that's out, I'll fight. Tyson Beckford, all them motherfuckers. Tyson chicken nuggets. Yup, Tyson Beckford, he'll get that work too. 50 Tyson. Oh, this is 50 Tyson. Yeah, I'll fight him, his retarded ass. Oh, actually, never mind. He got something wrong with him. See, y'all got me tripping. Juan Trejo, $2 super chat. Shout out from Houston. Check out them bars I spit. 724. All right, I have to watch it on the playback. Man, I'll fight fucking Godzilla on clenbuterol. He'd be like, eh, and he have a clenbuterol needle in his fucking arm, and I'll fight him. I'll go to Jurassic World. It'd be like the Adonis Rex and all them motherfuckers, all them dinosaurs. I'll be like, oh my god, what's that shit? The Indominus Raptor or whatever was in Jurassic World. I just went to see that. Pretty entertaining. I'll fight that shit. Hey. I'll fight the T1000. He'd be like, I know this hurts, Sarah. Call to John. How's Wolfie? T1000 get that fucking work. Beat his liquid metal ass. Someone said I'll fight Candyman in the dark. Motherfucker got bees coming out. He got bees coming out his mouth. Why did he have them bees? I forgot. Why did he have bees coming out his mouth? Candyman shit. That's what I'm saying. King Kong. I'll fight all the King. Luis Ortiz King Kong. The old black and white King Kong. The Peter Jackson King Kong. All the King Kongs. And George of the Jungle. Tarzan. All them motherfuckers. Mowgli. Stop it. Yeah, he said I'll fight Candyman in the dark. Listen, I'm out. I ain't got nothing else to say about this shit. Just stay tuned to the channel. Shout out to the support. I just wanted to drop a quick video. Holla at y'all. This shit's giving me a headache. Real talk. I'm really getting a headache from this shit. At the end of the day, it's pretty exhausting. So, shout out to y'all. Peace out.